Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I just got done with breakfast. The kids had breakfast. I had breakfast. I made them some blueberry pancakes, and I had my oat waffle, or oat and orange waffle. It is gluten-free, and it is so filling. It's like a cup of oatmeal, but it's in waffle form. And I had blueberries on top, and I had egg white, and it was so amazing. And I am completely filled up, probably for about 4 hours. But anyway, yesterday we had a Fitbit challenge, and it was really wonderful. It's really nice to be able to get together with a community and have a little fun while getting some steps in. Now, yesterday I had an appointment with my internal medicine doctor, and she was switching me from, I take bioidenticals in cream form, topically applied mostly, and she's going to switch me over to the pellet. And that pellet is an implant, and so I'm going to try that for a bit, and I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, I talked about that a little bit more and how my experience went last night. I recorded it while I was making a quick dinner for my family, so I'll share that with you in a little bit if you want to hang out. This morning I weighed in. I haven't weighed in since last week. And last week I was a little bummed out right before we went out of town this weekend. I was a little bummed out because, since January 1st, I actually had gone up like 2 pounds, right? And I couldn't figure out why, because I've been on point and doing everything right. And except for going out of town this weekend, we did have a lot of things that we normally wouldn't eat. And it's just because, my mom was cooking for me, which I absolutely loved. And I certainly was not going to turn down any of it. I never get, that's like something that, she can do for us. And so we accept it with an open and a heart of gratitude. And so whatever happens, happens. But anyway, what's happened actually is, over the last few days that we've been back, I've been back on plan and everything. I thought maybe, I started taking thyroid hormone, NP thyroid, for the last 30 days. It's been over 30 days already. And I thought maybe that had caused me to fluctuate in the weight a little bit. So I was just prepared to go, okay, yeah, and I have to allow for that. I mean, you introduce something new. Every time you introduce a new medication or something like that to your body, you have to give it time to adjust. And I realized that, but I did get scared that, oh, is this a trend? Am I going to start putting on weight now? And you never know. But this morning I weighed in, and from last week, I'm 2.4 down. So I'm so grateful for that. So grateful. So hopefully, it'll stabilize a bit. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this implant, because I'm getting all kinds of hormones in, and I'm just, it's a whole new environment. I don't know what my body's going to do, but I'm just going to keep staying on track and doing what I'm supposed to do, right? I mean, if something bizarre happens, like I put on 20 pounds like in 2 weeks or something, I'm sure my doctor and I will figure that out, and we'll adjust something somewhere. Hopefully that won't happen. I am stepping back from as much gluten as possible to see if maybe that will help the way that I process things. It's helped me in the past. It's not that I have to do it, but I think that maybe my body reacts better without it. And also, I've been taking a step back from a lot of dairy. That's another topic altogether, but it's kind of hard to, when you get in the mood to have something like that, like when you're snacky, or, I used to want to just get a piece of my pineapple pie, which is made with non-fat yogurt, and after a meal, and I'm stopping myself because I'm not doing the yogurt so much right now. I might do a little bit, but not, I'm really trying to make a conscious effort to step back. And then also, I can't just grab a snack that has gluten in it, that has like regular flour or something. So I end up thinking more about it and going, okay, oats is always good, and fruit is always good, and vegetables for a snack and stuff. So in essence, I end up thinking about it a little bit more, and I end up making a whole lot of a better decision. So maybe this is a good thing. Hubby and I were talking this morning about making the mini goals, because I've never really been a mini goal person, just like let me look at the big picture and move in that direction, right? But I realize that I think what I'm seeing a lot of people doing is making these mini goals, and it kind of intensifies the effort, I think, to reach the mini goal, which in effect keeps you on point and on board for the long haul and on target. And it helps, it builds, those mini goals are like mini steps. And what happens is you do those, you concentrate on those steps. Before you know it, you're across the river right where you want to go, you know. So I'm going to be doing that. Hubby and I have the same mini goal for this next week. So by next Wednesday, we would like to both be down a ½ pound. And that would be great. So we'll see how, what works. Again, I don't know how these new hormones are going to be, you know, affecting me. Sorry about the shaking. But we'll see. We're just going to do the best that we can do, right? All right, so I will talk to you more about that in the next video, so enjoy the rest of the video. Love you guys. Hey everybody, I'm back home. Sorry it looked terrible. It's been a full day and I am tired. So it's time for dinner, and I didn't really have anything prepared. So what I'm gonna do is breakfast for dinner. Hubby took the boys to martial arts class, so I've got some time alone. Sorry about the weird angle. This is where the best I can do so I can show you where I'm working and then also speak to you at the same time. So I decided what I would do is a pizza topped frittata with individualized banana bread loaves, and I'll probably put some mini chocolate chips in some of them. Now the banana bread on purple is going to be 0 points before I add the chips, and then so depending on how many chips are added, the points will go up. And then also the reason why is because on purple, instant plain oatmeal 0, eggs 0, bananas 0, and then a touch of baking soda, right? So I'm making 5 loaves for each of us tonight. And then the frittata is going to be probably 2 or 3 points depending on the amount of turkey pepperoni I put on top and the amount of reduced fat cheese, shredded cheese that I put on top as well. So anyway, and I have 7 points left for the rest of the day, so I should be good. I get 16 on the purple plan per day. So anyway, I've got my bananas all mashed up. Let's talk about how it went at the doctor's today. I'm going to put my eggs in and I'm going to beat those up. So I went to the doctor. She's really wonderful. I love her so much. And she had all my blood work paperwork, and we were going over it. And she said that, let's see what happened. She was putting a type of an estrogen in me. I forget what it's called, but it's a type of estrogen in my pellet that is it's like she says, it's non-forming on location. So the chances of it actually growing a tumor, the tumor, if there is a tumor, are very, very slim using this one. So I'm very glad for that. Pardon me. There's dog toys on the floor, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna beat my eggs here while I talk to you. So anyway, so I got the testosterone and the estrogen, I believe, and probably the estradiol, I guess, in pellet form. And the progesterone I have to take, which I have to pick up tonight at the pharmacy. I have to take that orally. And the reason is, I mean, it's really, you know what, this is, we can talk about this on a whole other video a little bit more, but she said if I don't take the progesterone, this sort of form of progesterone, then, now I've been through menopause, I could actually have a monthly friend again if I don't do it this way. So anyway, TMI I know, but it might be important for somebody to understand that. But just, it's amazing how these bioidenticals work. I am anxious to see what kind of a difference that it makes. As opposed to the creams that I was taking, I'm going to put the little packets of oatmeal in, and then 1/8 teaspoon times 5 of baking soda. Anyway, so I guess it could take anywhere from 5 days to 2 weeks to really start seeing a difference, and I will let you know if I see much more of a difference. We went over all my numbers and my testosterone. Lots of my hormones had fallen low again, even though I was on the cream rub-in bioidenticals. I think your body acclimates to them after a while. And then also, you know, you have to, when you apply them, you have to like vary the different places that you put it on. And there's only so many places that you can go, right? So I think your body kind of like, I don't know, gets used to it after a while, and my levels fell. Okay, so 1/8 and 1/8 is 1/4. So if I go, and 1/4 and 1/4 is 1/2. So if I go 1/2 and 1/8, I should be good, right, with this amount. Somebody's going to write in and tell me my math is all wrong, and I hope not. All right, there's that. I'm just going to spoon that into the pans after I prepare them. Okay, so we had a Fitbit challenge to do today. So the doctor just basically, she did in the area, she put it in my, it's kind of like my upper derriere area. And she did in the area and made an incision, a small incision, and stuck the pellet in there. And so now she says no exercising for 3 days because she doesn't want it to split open, and, you know, just precautions. We don't want the pellet to move. But I had a Fitbit challenge, and I asked her if that was okay if I finished my Fitbit challenge, and she said, yeah, just go real easy. So I've been doing that today. And so there's a bandage on it that has to stay on today, and then some more bandages that come off in 3 days. But anyway, I'll let you know how the effects are and if I notice any difference. I love bioidenticals, and so I'm really anxious to see what kind of a difference the pellet makes, and I will report to you on what happens. So I will show you a shot of dinner once these are all done, and how many points they ended up being. All right, guys, I love you a lot. I will see you soon. Good night. All right, so very quickly, I have cooked gently the bottom part of the omelet. I just mixed up about 5-6 eggs and put them in here in the pan. I sprayed it. This is a cast iron pan because it's going to go in the oven. Then I laid some sliced peppers and mushrooms in there. I'm going to put it in the oven. I've got the bread in there right now at 425. And so I might lower that a little bit. Once it's hardened all the way to the top, I know that it's cooked through, then I will spread some of the pasta sauce on top and some of my reduced fat cheddar jack here and some of my turkey pepperoni, and then I'll just wait until all that melts up on top. All right, there's the banana bread. It's gonna cool, and I'm gonna gussy up this frittata and stick it back in, which I have lowered this to like 300. There it is, it's gonna go back in.